are live. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome all to the program. Great to see you all. Nice to see you here from around the world. Coming in to see you, buddy, Uncle Bruce. Today's date is Wednesday, Feb the 21st. Wednesday, Feb 21, 2024. Welcome to the show here, Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Nice to see you here this morning. Hope you're all doing well. And kind of keeping an eye on a few things as we normally do here. We're down 76 points on the Dow so far this morning, about a fifth of a percentage point. S&P is down 15 and a half points, which is 0.3%. And then there's NASDAQ down 111 points, almost 2/3 of a percentage point lower, kind of what we had yesterday, sort of mirroring the same pre-opening for the markets today. We'll see how that plays out. There we go. Yesterday, the Dow ended up with a loss of 64 points. That's all it was. Just a 64-point loss. We did note that the spiders were down 275, and the Qs were down 325. And they had a worse day than the Dow did. And now this morning, it's a similar thing. The Dow's down this much, and the S&P a little more, and NASDAQ getting hit the worst. And why? Well, NASDAQ stocks have the highest PE multiples. They trade at the much higher growth prospect of numbers. Dow stocks are more conservative. They usually have a dividend associated with them, usually. And that can negate and somewhat shelter stocks from violent upswings and downswings. When you have a consistent dividend coming out near the 10-year treasury or better than or around it, you're not going to get violent swings in the Dow 30. But you're going to get it on you're going to get it on NASDAQ and a little more activity on S&P, but well, we'll see about that. Crude down 18 cents a barrel this morning. 76.86. We're down about $3 from yesterday's $79 quote on Texas. We'll watch that. There's news coming out about how Canada is about to have a nice little economic impact here. The twinning of the Trans Mountain Pipeline is almost finished. It's been a 10-year, 15-year odyssey of BS. Every environmental group known to mankind to save, every spotted owl and frog has tried to stop this thing. It's amazing to me how a pipeline that just is a new one beside an old one is a new environmental challenge. It's incredible. But of course, you know what it is. It's all about the tree huggers versus the industrialists, and you have prime ministers of Canada, you have premiers of Canada in provinces, like you would have governors in U.S. states and administrations. It's all politics, my friend. It has absolutely nothing to do with the betterment of your life. It has to do with politics. Why? Because every time a barrel of oil goes through this pipeline, and there will be 580,000 of them eventually every day going through that pipeline, that means governments along the way, and in Canada's case, Indian tribes along the way, because this is going through Indian land, will all get richer. They'll all get a piece of the action. It's called money, people. It's nothing personal. It's money. And the pipeline was supposed to cost, $3 billion to twin. Then they upped it to $5 billion. Then it went up to $7 billion. That's when the private company Trans Mountain sold their existing pipeline and the entire project to the federal government of Canada. They just said, here, we're not even going to do it anymore. We're not even going to twin them. It's impossible. We can't get it done. Economically unfeasible for us to do, because we only get a slice of the action of the oil going through the pipe. We can't make enough money from the oil going through the pipe to pay for the damn thing. So we're getting out. Well, the federal government stepped in and bought it with taxpayer money, which is limitless. And the government has a limitless way of getting its money back. First of all, they can charge higher royalties, higher taxes on every barrel of oil that goes through there. That's how you pay for it. Environmentalists knew that the minute the federal government bought the pipeline, it was over. There's no way to stop this thing because now the people of Canada have an interest in the pipeline going through. They always did, by the way. The people of Canada always had an interest in the pipeline. But anyway, the pipeline is almost finished. Next quarter, they start pumping oil through it, which means for Americans, slightly higher oil and gas prices are coming your way because oil from Canada coming through existing pipelines to the U.S. sells for about 18% below Texas's actual price because the oil that Canada produces through pipelines is of a lower quality product. It's not a high grade, thin viscosity oil, so it doesn't get top dollar. But going through this pipeline now, this oil can go anywhere in the world. It'll go through Vancouver's terminals, go onto oil tankers, it can go anywhere. And there's a huge demand for oil all the time. And so Canada will now get a higher price for this product. So Americans will have to pay a little more to get their oil and gas. It won't. If it's at 3 cents a gallon, I don't know if you'll even notice it. And it's going to take a year to fully go through the system. It's no big deal. But for Canada, it's a big deal. This is you're talking about 580,000 barrels at $70, $76 US a barrel. It's 100 Canadian dollars a barrel times 500,000 barrels a day, 7 days a week going through a pipe. That's a lot of money going through there, and that's billions and billions a year and tens of billions and so on going forward. So it's a huge deal for Canadian citizens because the taxes generated to the government of Canada, the government of Alberta, British Columbia, and these Indian tribes along the way will be massive. Welcome to the world running on oil. Welcome to that, like it or not. All right, so I read that today. The other thing I talked about, or I found out this morning that really surprised me and I wanted to bring to all of your attention today was, and if you're a Gold Bagel member, by the way, you already know what I'm about to tell you. Every day I go on live at 8 o'clock in the morning for Gold Bagel members for the pre-alert show. And then 8:30 you can join me here live. Glencore, a company called Glencore, based out of Switzerland, Swiss-based company. This is a company that is involved in the mining and sale of coal and other commodities. They bought last year for about $10 billion a company called Teck Resources, big coal producer. They had a surprising announcement today, or maybe to casual observers it was surprising. For those who know Glencore very well, it wasn't surprising at all. The reality is that Glencore's earnings are plummeting dramatically. This is a huge corporation. Their earnings are down 50%. They lost $13 billion in sales last year, down to $17 billion. They've cut their dividend by 90-something%, a massive cut in the dividend to preserve cash and pay down debt. The price of coal worldwide is down 50% in the last year. 50% drop in the price of coal. This is if that isn't a warning shot across the bow for economists, nothing is. Zinc prices, down 27%, nickel down 28%, and cobalt down 50% in price in the last year. This is a direct result and a direct reflection coming back as to how bad it is in China, because the number one importer in the world for these four basic commodities is China. China imports these goods, these materials, so they can turn them into finished product for the rest of the world. We have to admit that at the end of the day, to make this thing, this has to be made in China for me to buy it for under $15. If this was made in Pittsburgh or in Toronto, Ontario, or in Peoria, or in Spokane, Washington, or in Vancouver, British Columbia, this would be $50. Because we are greedy people in North America. We want a standard of living that is a North America standard of living. And to pay people to make all the parts for this lid and this lining and all the stuff here, there's like 20 different pieces in this thing. It's ridiculous. You're going to have unionized workers. And you're going to have to pay unionized transportation workers, unionized packaging people. I mean, we're talking 20, 30, $40 an hour people. You will not pay, I can tell you right now, you would not be able to afford $49.99 for this thing at your local Target store. But because this is made in China, in Asia, this thing is available for $9.99 to $14.99 to $19.99. It depends how stupid you are if you pay the top price for this kind of crap, because this is made for $1.50 in China. Let's get to the quick. Comes to making this for Apple, this little mousy thing right here, you can't make this in Cleveland, Ohio, and retail it for the kind of margin that Apple gets now. You want to buy one of these at the Apple store? What are they? $120, $100 for this mouse? It doesn't cost Apple $100 to get a mouse made in China. This thing in China is $4 or $5 with all of its technology in it. It's $4 or $5. But the components in this thing are zinc, cobalt, nickel, and so on. And the electricity that is made to produce these items in China, whatever they are, pens, pots and pans, I don't care how basic the commodity is or how complicated it is, the electricity that is made in China is done from the majority of it coal. Now, China is quickly adapting to solar and wind power and nuclear. Yeah, sure. But coal is the quick way to create electricity in Japan. The cost of coal is plummeting. And this is an indication of an economic slowdown that is more than just a China problem. If Glencore out of Switzerland, who are run with world-class management people who study the price of commodities globally, if these guys are getting their butts handed to them by the world market, they have realized, yeah, no kidding is Germany in a recession. No kidding England. No kidding Japan just entered recession. China is a basket case. They're dragging Europe with it. They're dragging the rest of Asia with it. They know one area of the world that's left that is not getting its butt handed to it right now. Joe Biden-led America. Joe Biden's America is just rolling right along with low interest rates, relatively speaking, to the world historic numbers. 5% is cheap interest. Might be very expensive for you kids under 50. All you 35-year-olds who think you're all grown up now, you are punks. You had no idea that in the 1970s, before you were even born, that your parents were at 15% mortgage rates. Car loans are 18%. If you could get one, you punks. Kids today don't know jack squat. Anyway, Joe Biden's America, Canada's Trudeau. Love them or hate these guys. They have the world's strongest economies right now. Believe it or not, the world's strongest industrialized economies in the G8, the G20, North America. Now, how it is what it is. What can I tell you? How long? I don't know. But remember, if cost of commodities are lower, that's because of lower demand. Lower demand means there's low demand for finished goods of these items, from these commodities. And that is a worldwide recession that is taking place. And it's happening country by country, like a very slow moving domino thing. The domino effect is on. And we will see more bad news, economic bad news, continue to fall out, especially if interest rates stay where they are. If they are going to stay in this 5.5% range, and maybe, just maybe, interest rates get raised by the Federal Reserve this spring because inflation isn't going away. We just had that little surprise last week. The wage inflation factor is alive and well and not leaving anytime soon, which means we might go to 6.5% on the bank rate, on the Federal Reserve rate, which will shoot the U.S. dollar even higher. Will shoot interest rates higher. Your deposits will make you more money. The stock market will take a hit because yields on stocks, dividends that companies pay, can't compete with 6.5% interest rates. There's just no dang way. We are going to see a market meltdown or a back off or a hit, whatever word you want to call it, a good old correction is coming our way if that's the case. And this is why the bank regulators and this is why bond traders are so nervous these days. They're just really, really nervous. Banks that have office towers as their main portfolio of loans, industrial parks, corporate campus type loans, condo financing. You talk about big ticket items like that. You have a 1.5% increase in interest costs on those mega $1 trillion balanced loans out there. 3% of them go into default. You got a problem because these are so heavily leveraged, with leveraged money that anything like that could tip it even further. It's a slow motion domino effect. Look at Nvidia stock, by the way. Gee whiz. Talk about a market that is all in on one stock, Nvidia. It's unbelievable, and yet it isn't unbelievable to this old man. I have seen this game again and again and again and again, and the market never learns, never figures it out. Check out this chart on Nvidia. This is the last week, including yesterday. Look at that. The shares last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they were in that 725, just below, just above range. And now look at what happened yesterday and to this morning. Last I saw it was 682. Right now I see that 680 on the at the moment. Here's I believe a 3-month chart. No, that's a 6-month. Here's a 3-month chart. 1 month. Here we go. 1 month. So a month ago in January, it was down in the 620 range. And then here is a 6-month chart right here. Back in October, November, that stock was $410 a share. It was $410 a share back then. It's still at $680 today. The market has gone all in on this stock, completely in on Nvidia, without with dreams and hopes and aspirations of greatness. There are people out there who are into Nvidia with everything they've got and more. In other words, they're into Nvidia with what they haven't got. They haven't got the assets to back the bet they're making on Nvidia, and they're already getting creamed yesterday and today. There are people out there who are long call options on Nvidia. They're long 680s, 700s, 725s, 750s. They are long $800 call options that will expire in a month or 2 or 3. They don't have like 2-year out contracts. We are talking about people gambling everything for a stock that they thought would go to 800 to 900 a share tonight in the after hours, because tonight's the earnings. There are people out there who are expecting, or were expecting, to see a contract go from $10 a contract to $150 a contract, and they've risked it all. Their entire portfolio is into call options or is into stock on margin, and they are super, super long for this run. And yesterday morning, all weekend long, all you saw and all you heard, if you're following the financial markets in general, it's all about Nvidia, all about how much Nvidia's numbers will be, how big will they be on Wednesday night. Well, if everyone's in on it, who's left to get in? Who's going to get in after you're the last one in? If you're the last one in this pyramid game to go long on Nvidia, who else is coming behind you? You're the last one in. Close the door behind you. I don't see a lineup of people lining up to get into Nvidia. Now, could there be a bunch of shorters out there who could get their short and curly Scott on a short sale? 1.1% of the free float is shorted. No, there isn't. This isn't like a GameStop or like an AI, with 30% of the float shorted. This is 1% of the float shorted. So there's no short squeeze coming. What's going to create Nvidia to go higher? There's the question. What could happen for Nvidia? but it's not happening today, is if the Dow Jones were to include NVIDIA into the Dow Jones index. If they were to take IBM out and put NVIDIA in, just as an example, then you'd have a trillion, what is it, a $1.8 trillion company replacing a $200 billion company, right? The problem is NVIDIA doesn't pay a dividend of any significance, so that's not going to help. And the stock's too high priced. The stock cannot go into the Dow Jones at $700-800 a share. They're going to have to do a 10-for-1 split, an 8-for-1 split. They got to get this thing down to $100 a share, and then they could be included in the Dow, because the Dow doesn't have $800 stocks in it. Nasdaq does, and S&P does, but not the Dow. Amazon has just been admitted into the Dow Jones. They're taking Walgreens Boots Alliance out. It's valued at only double the value of Sofi. They're taking it out, and they're putting in a $1 trillion company called Amazon, starting next Monday. But back to NVIDIA. If you're following me here on this channel, you've become a fan, and you've become a believer in, and you've become someone who would like to become an option writer to make money from this market on a consistent basis. You've decided that you want to become not just an investor for long-term capital gain or slow dividend revenue. You've decided you want to make your account become an income generator, cash flow generator to you. And being an option writer is a way to build cash flow at a much higher level than you can using a dividend strategy. And you're looking at me going, what do I do with NVIDIA? And I came up with a trade tip just last week on NVIDIA. A credit spread, a put credit spread is what I came up with for NVIDIA last week. I'll show you right here. Check it out. Last week, the stock was $740 a share. Check this out right up here. See it? Let me get over to the side here. There you go. See this up here? At the top, $740.64 is what the stock was last week. And at that time, I suggested that you could write a 15th of March expiry. You could buy a put for $610, and you could write a put for $630. I thought that's a good trade. And then what you would do is you would do the same thing with calls. You would write a couple of calls, one call and buy a call. I think the call was at the moment, for whatever reason, my slide is missing. The call was, I believe, a seven. Do you guys remember? $700 something call, out of the money, way up, way out of the money. And the net credit was here. I think this is what it was here. We had a $320 credit at that time. You needed $1,680 to do the trade. It was a $2,000 risk, less the $320 credit. And your likelihood of profit is 83%, if you see at the very bottom down there. And then what I did is I showed off this chart right here. And if the shares were to trade where that line is, you see this line right here? See where my finger is right here? See that line there? That's where the stock kind of was, 740. Green is if it goes up and goes down, you still make money. And right now, as I said, we are trading at $680 a share. This is a few days later. Look at the chart at the bottom down here where my finger down. You'll see that 679, 686 range. You see where it starts with red? Right now, your position would be in the red because the stock has moved so quickly lower versus how long this contract has to live, but it only has until the middle of March. Then it's over. You notice how as time goes by, this contract pays out. Even down here in the 680 neighborhood, you max out a maximum profit of $320 on this trade. You still max out. This stock can go down under 650 and you would still max out on this trade. Now, if you look at this chart, I believe this chart takes us down to $630 a share and you max out your total profit. So this is what I recommended last week as a suggestion. Now, some of you were able to make this trade with the puts and the calls, and you were able to pull out a $400 credit, not a $320 credit. And you let me know about it. You said to me, hey, that trade that you wrote out, that you talked about on NVIDIA, there we are. I was talking about the the pulls, the puts and the calls. Let's see if I got this right here. If I got this listed here, I sure hope I do. Somewhere I thought I wrote this down. You were telling me, yeah, I pulled out $400, Bruce. I'm only putting up 1,600 risk. I love this trade. Even with the pullback already, doesn't matter. Now, here's the thing. Tonight, they come out with the earnings. It could well happen that tonight in the aftermarket and tomorrow morning in the pre-market and when we open in the morning, we're $100 a share higher. We're at 781 tomorrow morning. We could be at 781 tomorrow morning. We could be at 750 tomorrow. Well, that's only $10 higher than these trades over here. So let's go back to this. Check this chart again. Look at where the red and the green is. Okay, and where my finger is here, that is 740. 750 is here. 760, 770, 78. So I mean, the shares want to go to $800 tonight and tomorrow morning. Look at the green on this trade. It's all green. It's all green. So any up move on this stock, even in the 730 to 50 range, would bring this entire trade green right away. And of course, every day that's going by right now is causing these contracts to lose value because of the time value. They're all worthless. They're worth zero money. They have no premium, no book value, only time premium. And March 15th, they dissolve, they disappear. So we'll see if this stock wants to come back to this 725, 750 range. Does the stock want to continue to pursue this kind of a growth curve? Or does it want to do something like this and just keep right on pounding? This is what we'll be watching for tonight and tomorrow. Option writers and viewers of this channel, I say to you, if you put an iron condor on this stock last week, where the upper range was 820 and the lower range was 600 range, and that your condor is already paying off because the calls have backed off because the stock has come down. The puts have gone up in value, but not by a lot because they are all out of the money even now. Earnings come out tonight. And if the shares sit at 750 tomorrow morning, kind of where we were a week or two ago, 725 to 750, they sit around there for a while. It's a nothing burger when it's all said and done, really, although it's holding its kind of all-time high level-ish, sort of stays there in that little range. All these contracts will die worthless, and you keep all the money. You don't own a single share of NVIDIA. If you bought NVIDIA last week for 740 and now it's 680, you're down $60 a share and the earnings haven't come out yet. If you did buy the stock at 740, but you wrote a call option right away on that stock for 780, 800, you took in a nice premium and that contract has come down in value already. You could be taking advantage of buying back the call options that you wrote at a nice lower price, which will help compensate some of the loss on this position. And you can now fold your arms, wait for the earnings tonight, watch the market in the morning, and then decide what are you going to do next. If the stock goes back to 720, you'll write 750, 760 calls. If the stock goes to 750, you'll write 800 calls. Stock stays here at 680 or 660, sits around here, you'll write $700 calls. You'll do whatever you need to do. But if you don't want to own the stock and have the capital gain or loss problem with the shares themselves, credit spreads. And you can either write put credit spreads or call credit spreads. Stay far enough away from the market and away you go. So this morning, today, when we open for trading, if you're going to do a put credit spread, you haven't done one yet, you're thinking of doing one, I'd be looking at 550 to 575, somewhere in that neighborhood, $100 lower than where we are if there's a spread available to you. On the call side, I'd be 780 to 800. I'd be up there. And you just stay well above or well below the stock and see what gives. Even those last week that wrote these 600 to 630 puts in that neighborhood there, you're still out of the money. And the stock had a terrible day yesterday. It had one of its worst days of all time. And you're still a mile out. Contracts are worth nothing. We'll see how this plays out. Welcome to the options market. How it works around here. You don't have to necessarily care. You let the stock tell you what to do. You'll go with it. You'll follow with it. And if necessary, just to finish my thought on these puts, You put this puts credit spread out last week. You got $3 credit, $4 credit, whatever you got. If these shares keep dropping tonight, tomorrow morning, you have the ultimate weapon in your back pocket to make even more money on that trade. And that's where you will roll your put. You'll go forward in time. So you'll go from March 15 expiry to April or May, and you'll bring down those strike prices from the 610, 630 level to the 550, 70 level. You'll start backing off with the stock, stay ahead of it on the way down with an even larger credit in your account. Watch your option chains. Stick around here. Watch for yourself. Welcome to the party, pal. We do things a little differently around here as opposed to just get caught with positions that do or do not work. There you go. Yes, Susan, yes, you only talked about put credit spread. I followed a suggestion. I wrote 630 put. I bought 610 put, received a credit of 383. Right on, Susan. Well done. And you're out of the money. And I wouldn't be surprised if the stock jumps to $100 tonight or $80 or 60. It could be a nothing burger. By the end of the week, the stock's $7.40 a share, like nothing happened, And you look at a chart next week about what happened last week, and you'll go, oh yeah, it did that and it came back. Yeah. Nothing burger. And those contracts of yours will back off. Sharon is in the house. Welcome, Sharon, number 91. Hector, Susan, bravo. Well done. There you go. Let's see what's going on. Luca, 92 here, and greetings from Colombia. Luca, neat. Let's see what's going on. JR, if you have to, you'll roll down, but you don't have to do anything right now. None of you do. Absolutely none of you have to do anything. And just wait, watch, and learn. Let's see what this market's going to do. All right. Let's see what's going on. Alicia, good point being made here. Good afternoon, Uncle Bruce and family. The Spire shares broke through $12 yesterday. But it needs to get back to 80 to match the SPAC price of $10 pre-split. That's right, because Spires did an 8-for-1 rollback on their shares, and even at $12, that's $1.50. Now that's a heck of a lot better than at $5 a share, or $7 or $8 a share. I mean, now those are 60, 70-cent shares. Now they're $1.50. They got a long way to go yet, but one step at a time. These guys have got a company that will become profitable. The question is when will the market really go after the stock? One of the analysts called it a $26 stock a week and a half ago, something like that. Obviously, at 24 a share, it's a $3 stock. At 32, it's a $4 stock. So a long ways to go. But those of you who've averaged down on that thing and just kept nibbling it up when it was really down under $1, you're already seeing results. But hey, it's all relative to where you're in at and where we're going. All right, thank you all for being with me today. If all goes well, Bruce, this will pay for my one-on-one. There you go, right on. Giddy up, I'm excited about that. We're 26 minutes away from opening. Welcome all to the program. Thank you, and congratulations to viewers of this channel. There's been quite a bit of movement in the last couple of months on this channel since Jennifer and I got back from our trip to Europe and our one-on-one meeting in Jersey with a bunch of you folks. The channel has been evolving, and we have added new subscribers. We have added new members to the channel, Gold Bagel members in particular. It's really risen because people are responding positively to the Gold Bagel benefits, I guess, that you're offering versus just being a casual observer. Also, class numbers are up. People are taking the classes. We did class number 17 in the first week of December. Class number 18 is not too far away. I'm working on that. But a lot of people have stepped up and said, I heard about you. I was told about you. A friend of mine is telling me they've been following you for 2 years and they're making money in this market. I know a friend of mine who got laid off from a job, and he is now, he's not even looking for work. He's staying at home and he's trading options. He's writing options with you. And he's going, why should I work? This is way more fun. I want in. And folks are picking up class number 1. I get these notifications through my website, through PayPal, that'll say, so-and-so just made a purchase of class number 2 or 1 or 4 or 5. I'll see the same name. I'll go, oh, so-and-so bought last week number 1. Oh, this week so-and-so bought number 2. Oh, just bought number 3. That's telling me that you're serious about becoming an option writer. You mean it. And if you're serious about becoming an option writer, you have to understand that you will be able to trade options while you're studying the courses. This is the best part about this. It's not like you have to take 5 years of university, then go to a master's degree, then become licensed, and all the time work for nothing as an intern somewhere before you can make your first dollar. These classes are take them as you want them and take them at the pace you want to take them. Start with number 1, I suggest. Move all the way up, and probably by the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th class, you will already be writing options. You'll start. You'll put your toe in the water and you'll start. And for some of you, it has become shockingly obvious, and it's become it just blows you away that you're making more money writing options already than the cost of the classes. You're actually ahead of the professor in dollars coming in. And for a number of you, after 4 or 5 or 6 classes, you're now saying to yourselves, I got to have a one-on-one with this guy. I want to show him my situation, where we're at with our family, so that I can get the right direction as to some suggestions from Bruce as to which way to go here, which way to go there. Options can be written in a million ways, but each one of you will find your niche where you really feel comfortable writing options. And sometimes it requires a one-on-one get-together to get you through it. And that is totally acceptable, because in the old days, in the 80s and the 90s, we would have had several meetings in person in the hometown where we would have been had you been my client, if I were your stockbroker. And here it's on this platform, and through these classes and through one-on-ones, and away we go. So welcome all. Thank you all for signing up for the classes. Thank you those of you who are hitting the thumbs up button today. Thank you for those of you becoming members of the channel, subscribers to the channel. Fabulous. The family is growing, and we're excited about what's happening here. All right. Juan, good morning, everyone. Those credit spreads are really great. Still learning, Uncle Bruce Farmos. Uncle Bruce, am I wrong in thinking Amazon is going to increase volatility in the Dow when it joins, and won't its price also increase significantly since the ETFs will have to buy it up? Yes and no. Yes and no. It is not as important as an inclusion into the S&P 500. That's a bigger deal. Becoming an S&P 500 member is bigger than becoming a Dow member. The Dow market is followed by a lot of people, but it is not an ETF darling. The ETF darling are S&P and S&P sub-indexes. So when Sofi joins the S&P next year, my guess, after 4 consecutive quarters of earnings, they will be probably a $20, $30 stock. Their market cap will be $30 billion to $40 billion. They will be large enough and profitable to be eligible for an S&P 500 inclusion. That stock will be bought by every ETF, every index fund globally, and a whole bunch of stock will be needed by mutual funds, hedge funds, pension funds, and ETFs. Absolutely, and it'll be massive. But Amazon's already in all of these other funds, and now there'll be some that track some of the Dow performance. But it doesn't hurt. It's just a little different. Callum, lifetime lurker here, but one day I'll upgrade to a gold bagel status. A great show, Callum says. Thank you, my friend. Savage of Wall Street, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. I hope everyone is as giddy as I am this morning. I love seeing all this green on my covered call screen. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning again and again. I get to unwrap all my presents. Well, the lower the market goes, the happier Credit Savage of Wall Street gets, along with many of my viewers, because they are call writers, and they are credit spread writers, and they are iron condor writers and creators. They're looking for deals. And there are folks here who say, you know what, Bruce, I just need certain stocks to dip so I can get my hands on cash secured puts. I want to write cash secured puts. It's all good. JJ, good morning, everybody. Good morning, JJ. Welcome all of you to the program this morning. We are 20 minutes away from opening the market. We're down 80 on the Dow. We're down 13.5 on S&P. We're down 106 on NASDAQ today. The crude oil is up 2 centinos, and that's it. Remember, there's only one thing you have to worry about. There's only one thing to remember when it comes to making money in this market. In the case of Sofi, the one thing you want to watch is the short position. The short position on Sofi is ridiculously high. For a company that is now a profit moneymaker, is now 21 days into the second month of the first quarter. In other words, we're 2/3 almost through this first quarter, making all kinds of money. They're likely going to increase their guesstimates as to how much they're going to make this year, because rates are not falling off. There was talk about, interest rates are going to go down this year. SoFi is going to get killed. Not happening. Rates are holding, if not going higher. SoFi is going to make a fortune this year on top of everything else. And even if rates were to drop a half a point, it wouldn't affect SoFi's earnings at all. It'd probably make them even more money. More customers will come in asking for a loan because the loans might be a little cheaper. SoFi is a winner all the way. The one thing to think about with SoFi is the fact that as of the 31st of January, the official short position was 150,800,000 shares. 150 million SoFis are short right now. That's what the one thing you want to understand. 17% of the float is shorted, and it's 150 million shares. This stock is being acquired right here, quietly, right now, underneath your nose and everyone else's nose by institutional traders that can buy anything they want whenever they want. The Cathie Woods funds are buying up SoFi stock. Citadel's buying it up. Others are they're just buying it. It's just a matter of time before the stock dries out under $10 a share. It's drying as we speak, but many of you don't see it. And it's okay. It's not your fault. You're not as experienced as I am. You're new to the game. But at the end of the day, the stock is not falling off the face of the earth because the company is about to report their second consecutive earnings quarter. And it closes at the end of March. So in 5 weeks, we're into the first quarter of the year, and it'll be the second quarter of profits. We'll be into the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter. That'll be the summertime. So this summer coming up by, I guess it was March, so April, May, June, July, September. The end of September will be the third quarter. And at that point in time, after that date, this company will have had a year of earnings. They will release their September 30 quarter financials in October, and that'll show a fourth consecutive earnings quarter in a row. And each quarter is higher than the last. And that is when you can start the meter, the countdown meter. When are they going to be included in the S&P 500? National operation across all the states, chartered bank, they're going to become part of the S&P 500. And that is another game changer completely. But between now and then, you're going to have all kinds of analysts who love these guys, hate these guys, are going to discover these guys, are neutral to these guys. Everybody is going to start talking about, well, how much money can they make? It's no longer whether they'll make money or whether they'll even survive or should be even listed. How much money can they make? And that number is the new game in town for SoFi. That will be the new game, the guessing game. How much per share can they make going forward? And this is where you and I will be sitting here going, well, should they trade at a 20 times PE multiple or 30 or 40 or 50? Because if the guesses out there are that for 2024, they're going to make this much a share in profit, in 2025, it's going to be this much, in 2026, it's going to be this much. Those numbers, based on how different each are, will determine the PE multiple today of this stock. And that's why companies like Amazon and for years, Cisco, Apple, Microsoft, Oracle, and many others, and now NVIDIA and Netflix and others, they trade at 80, 90, 100 times earnings. These companies trade at high earnings multiples because the street expects the next quarter and the next quarter and the next quarter results to be significantly greater than the year before because they are growing at a fast pace relative to the rest of the stock market. These guys at Sofi are absolutely growing at an unbelievable pace compared to the rest of the stock market, which justifies the stock to have a much higher price earnings multiple than, say, Bank of America, which is matured out, or Wells Fargo, or some of the other monsters out there, Citibank, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and so on. If the thinking is that by 2025 and 2026, this company is going to make $1 to $1.50 a share net profit from their operations, a 40 times earnings multiple would justify the stock between 40 and 60 bucks a share by 2026. So between now and then, it's going to go from 840 to 60. So that's where we're at, 840 to 60 between now and then. So where's the 10, 12, 15, $20 level? Where's the 25? Where in time is it? Because we have a timeline and we have a target. The scale is this direction. So now there will be plotters out there who will go, okay, I'll build you a chart. I'll build you the Sofi chart, and it'll be the price prediction chart going forward between today and 60 bucks a share. And this is why I sit here and go, yeah, 840 a share is not going to be around much longer. We're just not going to be down here. Institutions know it. Of course, the gasoline on the fire event will be the Sofi 500 inclusion. That will absolutely solidify all predictions, and now the top can blow off. And this is where the stock can go to 100 because it can trade at 100 times earnings. And if the expected profits are $1 to $3 a share between 25 to 27, somewhere in that range, $1 to $3 a share net profit with a 100 time PE multiple, that's 100 to 300 a share for Sofi. Those years. We're at 841 right now. Ground floor, haven't started yet. We're early. And even this $11 thing last summer, it was just a blip. It was just a little taste. I was telling you all last year, this is a taste of what's to come. Just get ready. It's not time to write options yet. This is just a taste. The upside will come. It'll be dramatic. And I know many of you are going to be impossible to hold up. It's going to be impossible for me to stop you from telling you don't write options even when it hits 15, because from 15 to 20 will be nothing. Will be nothing. From 20 to 30 will be nothing. From 8 to 15 is everything. 15 to 30 is nothing. And that's where we're coming. That's where we're going. But one step at a time, one day at a time, one trade at a time, and welcome to the party, kids. The lights are being turned on. We are finding the record albums to play. We're going to put them on the record player. You don't know what a record player is? Watch videos on YouTube. There are videos about what record players are. And get ready for a good time. Yeah, going to be fun. John, I'm up $6,000 on Spire. Giddy up, baby. H. Gregory, number 118. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome all. Welcome to the party. I'm glad you're all here. All kinds of folks talking to each other about the different transactions and doing a little of this and a little of that. That's what this channel is really all about. Thank you all. What have we got going on here? Good stuff. We got Susan, a little help here. I think rolling is best earlier. It's done. So if stock drops to your strike price, ATM-ish, it's the best time to roll with a buyback and the new right. Savage is saying, don't forget, cash secured put writers. I sold 2 Tesla 180 cash secured puts yesterday and stanked it for April at $9.55, and they triggered using that premium to buy 2,000 more Matterport. Is this how it's done, Uncle Bruce? I'm getting rusty on this. Alberto, you savage. Entertainment International, they must be banking on a recession to come to scare people to sell. Savage of Wall Street, Alberto, let's get this bread. Alberto, I roll closer to expiry to grab time depreciation. There you go. Let's see. Savage, same here. The closer to expiry day, the more time leverage you'll have. Z Estate is in the house, number 116 today. Good morning. Dude, important to note, NVIDIA has had a rise after earnings of 8 to to 20% after every earnings since 2018. That's the last time they disappointed on earnings. Beach Boy, Savage, Alberta, the Simple Dancers, piling up the dough. John Biscuit, I'm up $6,000 now on Spire. Giddy up. H. Gregory, 118. Susan, Alberto, then Savage. So I should have just done nothing till closer expiration. I was in AI stock, GTC, that dropped 30% from 33 to 25. My cash secured strike, CSP strike, was 25, expiring 3/15. Mr. Premium, the option. Happy Wednesday. Time to fill our pockets. There you go. Zed Estate. I've been a member for 26 months. 26 months. Gold, baby, gold. Way to go, man. Thank you for letting us know. And all of you out there letting all of us know how long you've been members of this channel. And thank you to those of you who have been stepping up and hitting the thumbs up button for us. We're getting a good little run going here. We're at 124 so far, going for 200 every day. We broke 200 yesterday. Thank you again to those of you on the rerun and watching me here. Well done and way to go, everybody. Toto, good morning from California. Ex-SoFi PM and SoFi investor since 2018. Welcome, welcome. Lorraine, number 124. Bruce, I'm a follower and I'm hitting that thumbs up button for you. Welcome all to the program. We're fans. We're fans of certain stocks. One of them, SoFi. We're big fans of SoFi here, and we feel it. We know it's just about to happen. It's looking pretty darn good, and the countdown is on. Marcus, 129 thumbs up. Good morning, and thank you, Marcus. 8 minutes away from opening for trading, everybody. Please consider becoming members of the channel. We're about to go members only on the chat. Thank you all for those of you who are lurking here and just chatting with us when the chat is wide open. We're going to restrict it to members only in a few moments. Thank you again for your support of this channel. Becoming a member of this channel keeps me on the air. Simple as that. Luca, so just for kicks, I rode an iron condor on NVIDIA. 645, 55, and 780, 790 expiring this Friday. Oh, that should be fun. that should be a good time. Rock and roll, pal. Well, let's just see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it, as I'm sure all of us will. 684 right now. You're right in the middle of that range. You're doing fine. A little closer on the low end, but expiring this Friday. Giddy up, buddy. Juan, Alberto, and the Savage, you guys rock. I'm getting there one of those days, but wow, great to hear from both of you, says Juan. Giddy up, everybody. It's very inspirational to see how some folks are doing here. It's great. I love hearing your messages and love hearing how you're doing. We appreciate it very much. Okay. Thank you all for popping in here. Let's get going. Let's start this conversion now for messages from members only. Thank you all for coming through and being here with us. I love having you. Thank you for backing up this channel with your votes, becoming members of the channel. That just says it all right there. We don't go anywhere if we've got that kind of support. Thank you. There we go. We just went members only on the chat. Please become a member if you would like to become part of this familia. Would love to have you. And if you become a member of this channel, send me a private email and let me know, hey, I just joined your channel. Can I get the Discord link? And we'll try to get you over to Discord, and you can hang out with the gang when I'm not on the air and compare notes there. There's a lot of talk apparently over there. I'm not part of the Discord channel. I don't interfere with it. I leave that to you guys. That's your little room, and you guys can discuss what this space for radio really is like, and you decide for yourselves. Thank you very much. More comments coming in here. Savage of Wall Street, member for 25 months. It's been almost 3 years, Uncle Bruce. I lurked for half a year and then became a gold bagler, and it all started with class number 1. Thank you, Uncle B. Right on, Savage of Wall Street. I love these comments. I love these notes. This is such a common thing here for a vast majority of the viewers of this channel. 219 are here. I know 150 are at least, maybe 180 are members or more. Love that. Thank you, guys. BZ, I've been a member for 32 months. There's a reason people pay a membership every month for 32 months. to this channel. They're making money. They're not doing it because they're being kind. It's nice. There are people who are kind who follow me. But most of the people who are here, they have a simple objective. I want to make money. Help me make money and get richer in this market. And that is why month after month after month, people just have an automatic recurring payment to be a member of this channel. And we do the best we can to help you get richer every day if we can. Parker, I love the Discord. It's great to have a place to bounce ideas around outside of prime time. There you go. There's a reason why you want to become part of Discord. Join this channel, become a member, and send me a private email, and let's get you in there as well. And you can be part of this family, you can be part of that family, and another weapon in your arsenal to make cash from this market. Alberto, so I make money or make more money. That's how I run here. Alberto, I always let time depreciation kick in, and I'm always out of the money. So worst case scenario, take me out. Parker, everybody is great. This is awesome stuff. Fantastic. 4 minutes away from opening. 4 minutes. Larry's going to hit the bells, and we're going to get up and running. 679 on NVIDIA. The pre-market, we'll see if it actually opens down there or not. Giddy up, everybody. Dude, of course, if NVIDIA does miss on earnings, there are always rollovers. Exactly. BZ, the Discord lives on my second monitor. I watch your guys' conversation and learn more every day. The Savage of Wall Street, let's just say my membership has paid for itself over and over and over again. Cubed, math people will get it. Math people will get it. Laughing out loud. Patman, where do you go to get the sticker to paste your Gold Bagel membership level? Where do you go to get the sticker to get your Gold Bagel level member? Where do you? I don't know what that means. You get an avatar beside your name, although you got your photo avatar there. And the longer you remember, the color of your thing changes. Parker, I have a small account that has already been paid for by Sofi. Cash secured puts. It's already been paid for. Nico, climbing the ladder faster and faster. 18 months a member. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You rock, and we all appreciate you. Thank you, guys. It's just awesome. I don't pay these people to do this. They actually pay YouTube to be members so they can do this. It's the opposite. It's all George Costanza around here. The opposite of what you see everywhere else on the YouTube universe. Parker, my membership, that is paid for my membership. Folks, that's my objective in life, is to help you. This Gold Bagel membership, you're buying this for $25 a month. It's a nothing burger. You make more than that on any trade on options when you write them. But I'm trying to get you to make the kind of money that more than pays for all the classes I've ever done. Will help you pay for more than it'll cost you to have a one-on-one with me. And there's still a ton of money left over. In effect, some of you have tax problems because of me. That's really another objective of mine, that you have to hire a tax professional to help you with your taxes, because that's how much money you're making. There you go. Giddy up. Let's see, Alberto, membership fees. What? Yeah, as if there's any issues with that. Thank you, Alberto. We are a minute away from opening the market. We're ready to roll here. We're just about to start the party. We're down 70 on the Dow coming into the last minute. Down 12, 13 on S&P, down 100 on NASDAQ. Nothing too serious there. And we're getting ready to start trading. Uncle Bruce, Savage of Wall Street, I sold some July 32.5 on AI last week. I took in more than $5 a contract. I'm already at 30%, but I don't feel like I'm going to buy them back right now. Maybe I'll buy them back at 60% profit if I feel like it. I just want to get taken out. I dare you to take me out. How about that? Bobby, I feel AI is going to be pulled lower today because of NVIDIA. Alberto, my option contract fees exceeded $2,000 last year. My option contract fees, what are those commissions? I'm not sure what that means. Larry Titus, boom, the bells have been rung by Larry, which means we're up and running. The market is open for your dancing pleasure. Welcome all. How rich do you want to get today? Welcome, everyone. Giddy on up, I say. Welcome to the party pile. Richard Carlin, neat. Don't forget the night to neat. Absolutely. We're going to see how this market plays out as we start the party today. See what this market is got in store for us. Let's see what happens. We're down 24 on the Dow at the moment. Not sure what to make of Sofi. I saw it at 8:51 a little while ago. Now it's 8:32 pre-market versus opening. Not sure what to believe, who's real, who isn't, but the market will sort it all out. We'll figure it out shortly, and we'll go from there. I think we're down 36 to 50 on the Dow. We're still, it's too early. 11 points lower on S&P, 95 on NASDAQ. That's kind of what we were looking at before we started trading. Farmers, neat. That's right. The knee emojis must be done. We must say hello to the Knights of Knee. We must honor the Knights of Knee, because if you don't do that around here, you're just asking for trouble. You can't not honor the Knights of Knee. Absolutely. No other channel does this for obvious reasons. They don't know what they're doing. Pure raw rookies haven't got a clue the power of these markets, dominated by the Knights of Knee. Peter Ivy, Mandu number 5, DH Uda, yeah, the Knights of Knee. Melvin, that's right, Knights of Knee. You open your window, you yell neat as loud as you can, wherever you are in the world, and your neighbors are going, what the hell's going on over there? Nico, neat. That's right. The YouTube computers are going crazy right now in the San Francisco area, wondering, what is that? Going, oh, I know what that is. That's out of Palm Desert, California. The Knights of Knee attack is out, and the folks are sending hearts and smiling faces and party poppers to each other over on that channel of Uncle Bruce's. Alex, number 139, neat. There you go. You see, this is from the UK. We have Knights of Knee from all of Europe, the US, Canada, everywhere. Good morning, y'all, from Splair in Dortmund, Germany. Good morning, sir. Neat. Here come knee emojis from Dortmund right there. Look at that. You can't stop this. You just can't. You can't stop this. The hearts and the smiley faces and the party poppers, they're coming from everywhere. Big E, neat. There it is. How obvious do you want to know? How obvious do you need this to be? You have to buy into this, folks. You have to know. You have to know the story and the power of the Knights of Knee. Juan knows. There we go. Juan is here. We're all on it, no doubt about it. The Knights of Knee are flooding the chat bar, and away we go. The thumbs up meter was 120 something. We're at 145 on the thumbs up. We're 55 away from hitting 200 thumbs ups. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, all of you. Juan, the Big E, Splair, all the knee emojis. Alex, Nico, Melvin, DH Ruda, Mandu 5, Parker, Ivy, Farmless, Richard. People know. They absolutely know. The longer you're here, the more obvious it is that you must honor the Knights of Knee. That's it right there. Don't have to defend it. It's a fact. It's just fact. There you go. We're down 140 in on the Dow. That's a fact. We're down 0.39 of a percentage point. S&P down 16 and NASDAQ down 85. Amazon will be in the Dow 30 starting Monday morning coming up. So Walgreens will be out and Amazon will be in. As they were saying over at the Dow Jones, the committee that made these votes, the changing economies of America are about what's being reflected in the Dow Jones 30. The American-based companies reflecting the American economy, and Amazon is a big part of the American economy. I'm wondering if the NVIDIA will be included into the Dow 30 in the next quarter. Is that possible? Who would get kicked out? Would you kick out Cisco? Would you kick out IBM? Who would you kick out and put in with NVIDIA instead? I don't know. See what's going on. Tesla's higher, says Juan. Marcus, the big T. I'm here listening for a while, but I didn't say good morning. And where are my manners? Good morning, all. There you go. Welcome, our friends, all of you. Please become a member of this channel immediately. Don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, tonight, prime time live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. You become a Gold Bagel member, you'll be joining us tonight, 7 o'clock, or you can watch the rerun, and you get to ask and share thoughts on option writing and whatever else. After the hours of the market are over, we can relax, we can review the NVIDIA thing together, we can talk about credit spreads on NVIDIA, we can talk about option strategies on whatever. Tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, prime time live, your buddy, Uncle Bruce. It's as close as you're going to get to a one-on-one for virtually nothing. Just being a Gold Bagel member. A typical one-on-one is a $400 an hour. Why not? Why not join in the party? A lot of people do, and you'll see familiar faces. Everyone will say hi to everybody. Larry Titus, right on, buddy. Thank you, sir. Nice to have you in, and welcome all to the program from wherever you are. For 8:30 on Sofi, seems to be just near the low of the day. Sofi's low was 826. We're at 828 at the moment, and we've got the Dow off 135. We've got S&P down 13.8 and Nasdaq down 75.6. Oil is down 3 cents a barrel at $77. That's what we have. Not a lurker saying good morning, simpletons, bagel, familia, and turds. There you go. Welcome all. Degenerates and simpletons and everything else we call ourselves. Welcome all. Spire is at 11.89, down 39. Uber down 5 cents, 76.55. A little pause there. SoFi 8.28. GameStop 13.54, up 5. Rocket Lab at 4.74, down 9. AI 26.23, down 82 cents. We got Spider down 150. Q's down 2.92. Apple is up 96 cents. Enphase down 3.49. AMD down $2. Adobe down 3.96. Netflix down 3.67. Nvidia down 6.79. Not much of a drop on Nvidia all of a sudden. It's kind of stopped dropping, isn't it? The low was 6.76. And we're now at 6.88. So we're $9 higher, $12 higher than the low of the day in what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? So that's interesting. Nvidia might now rocket higher here. We'll watch for that. Tesla up 196. Matterport came out with their earnings last night. They're down to 231, down 22 cents a share. They come out with, generally speaking, very good news, including the fact that they're sitting on $400 million in cash. They have no debt. They're sitting on a bunch of money. They're about to go profitable this year. And the stock is down 23 cents because no matter what they say, there are skeptics out there going, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. The market cap of Matterport is $700 million. Cash on hand, $400 million. That means the rest of the business is valued at $300 million. This entire AI created visual digital reality of their company. It's unbelievable to me how little the market gets these guys. You know what I'm waiting for? A takeover. I'm waiting for someone to step in there and buy them up. This stock is vulnerable to a takeover. This company is vulnerable to a takeover. It's just a matter of someone stepping in and buying up a bunch of stock because it's out there. I just kind of go, I don't know what these guys have to do. They're about to become very profitable forever. They're going to be, if they were to become part of another corporation, they'd be incredibly valuable. They're dealing with clients from A to Z when it comes to what they do and how they do what they do. The future of real estate is digital. There's no question about it. And it's AI digital. And these guys are at the forefront of AI digitization of real estate, commercial, private, you name it. And this stock is a joke at 226. Don't buy the contracts on this stock. Just buy this stock. Just buy this stock. Unreal. You could write cash secured puts, I guess, maybe $3 cash secured puts for January 25 or beyond. I don't know what you'll get for them, but you can buy the stock and do very well with it. That's just me. I love Matterport. I just throw my hands up in the air going, idiots are selling it. Smart Rent, another one, $2.83 a share. March 5th, earnings come out, so we're still a few weeks away. This is a market cap of $574 million. We're talking tiny, cheap, affordable. These guys are about to go profitable as well. And analysts are already calling it a 450 stock at higher because it's going to become profitable. Again, I just, Matterport, Smart Rent, they're like Rocket Lab. I've been begging you to buy Rocket Lab forever. Just get it, get it, get it. And finally, Rocket Lab has made a bit of a move. It hasn't done the big move yet because it's going to, and they put everything into place that's going to make it happen. I'm wondering if SmartRent and Matterport might pull off a capped call transaction, financial transaction. I just wonder if they might do that. That would be so good to take stock off the street and pop it back to $10 a share. But again, I'm just a guy in front of a computer asking you to love me. I'm just all by myself. I feel like, they just don't get me. I'm trying to help you make Julia Roberts money. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. I do the best I can. Used to be so much easier. Karen, neat. Bobby, 500 more Sofi at 836. I got 3,000 shares now. Giddy up. You're going to be writing a whole bunch of contracts. You're going to be writing 30 contracts not too far down the road. Can you imagine pulling in like $3-4 a contract times 30, $12,000 every time you write contracts on your Sofi down the road for the rest of your life? Not like Mr. Takagi at the Nakatomi Tower. He's not doing anything for the rest of his life. He didn't give up the code. But Bobby, you know the code. You are aware of what the code is. Get those Sofi shares, sit on them, and get ready to write contracts and get rich. Change your life forever. Oh boy, are we going to have fun. Doing what I can. We're down 119 on the Dow. We're down 13 on S&P. We're down 77 on NASDAQ. Oil down 12 cents. That's the story. 832 now on SoFi, down 19 cents. Alberto, Bobby, bingo. There you go. Alberto knows. Others know. Those of you who've got 2,000, 5,000, 8,000, 12,000, 20,000, 50,000 of SoFi, your lives are going to be forever changed. Forever. Just sit tight and just hang on. Just keep nibbling at this stuff. Those of you who are brand new or you're bringing in option premium revenue, pick up, if you want, some Matterport and SmartRent and Rocket Lab and just nibble away, or write cash secured puts on Rocket Lab and get rich. Giddy up. Savage, well, look at Tesla. Come on, man. Give me the shares. I'm such a nice guy, and I give you money, and the shares decide to take off. My $9.55 cash secured puts were $9.55 yesterday. Today, $7. I'm going to cry now. Oh, my goodness. Tears, and tears. Tesla, 196.68 up 292. Going higher. How about them there Tesla shares? Down to 193 this morning, now 196.62. Isn't that interesting how this works? Rather fascinating. We're down 117 on the Dow. We're down 46 on Spire. We're down 6 cents on Uber. That's it. Uber looks like it stopped falling. SoFi 831. GameStop 1358 up 9. A Rocket Lab 477 down 6. Option cash secured but option time. On Rocket Lab, $6.50 to $8 is where we're going, no doubt about it. AI down 85 cents. Spider, SPY down 158. The Qs are down 364. Apple still up 78 cents. Share Enphase down 391. AMD down 293. Adobe down 414. Netflix 725 lower. Nvidia down 1303 at the moment. Tesla up 250. Matterport down 31 cents. SmartRent down 7. Unbelievable. We've got Unity down 93. Google down 15. Moderna up 70 cents. Cisco's down 28. Pfizer down 7 cents. IBM down $1. HBQ is unchanged. Microsoft down 4.35 at 398. ME at 70 cents a share. Amazon up 220 a share today. It looks like Bezos wanted to sell $8.5 billion worth of stock. Done. Took a week. Finished. Move on. Becoming part of the Dow. HD, Home Depot down 130. Vanik Semiconductors, SMH down $3. Goldman Sachs down $1.80. Boeing down 180. Meta, the old Facebook, down 8.55. Target down 57. JP Morgan down $1. Costco down 123. Walmart down 150. Disney down 80 cents. American Airlines down a nickel. AMC at 4.68 up 2 cents. DraftKings at 40.98 down 34. Royal Caribbean down 20 at 114.94. There you have a quick peek on what we're doing and where things are at so far this morning. Good morning, everybody, to the show. Nice to have you here. Giddy up, kids. Should be a fun time coming up here. It's going to be something when you guys start writing options on SoFi. Oh, my God. I'm going to have a channel here with millions of shares of SoFi in their possession. When I have a channel here writing hundreds of thousands of call options every month, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, this channel is going to have viewers that are going to be bringing in millions a quarter in revenues from their option premiums. They're going to be able to move into whatever else they like to grow their incomes even further. There will be probably hundreds of viewers who will quit their day jobs because of Sofi call options that are coming their way. That's a fact. There are a ton of people here who know. They already know. I got 5,000 shares of this stuff, Bruce, and when I write 50 at a time, 50 contracts at a time at $3 a contract, I'm bringing in 15 G's. I do that every month or two. What do I need to work for? I don't need a day job. Screw this. I'm out of here. There's more and more articles. There are more and more articles coming out now about this phenomenon of people working from home. It used to be back in 2020 and 2021, it used to be the kind of articles we would read where people felt like they were being sent to home arrest, that they were being arrested at home with an ankle bracelet. That changed over several months as people realized, do you know how much quality time I have with my kids now? I had no idea. I have quality time with my children. I have quality time with my wife, my husband, neighbors, friends. I can't believe it because I used to be in the car all the time, or in a subway, or in a in a train, commuting back and forth to my job. And I used to stop on the way home and do groceries and stuff. And I'd be out of the house for extra hours every day, above and beyond the job. Now I'm at home all the time. I'm always home, and I do grocery trips from home and back. And I take my kids with me at their preschool. We do shopping in the morning or the afternoon, or I pick the kids up at school and we go to Costco. At 3:30 in the afternoon, I go with the kids and we have a hot dog or something or whatever. I mean, quality time. Never thought. And now more and more Americans are scheming their way out of the office. They're finding a way to get out and stay out. And this is the big shift in America and in Canada. This is a huge shift. You guys, some of you are here because you were kicked out of corporate Canada or corporate America. You got bought out. You got laid off. Whatever happened. You saw the writing on the wall and you took a pay package. You were offered an early retirement. You took it, and here you are. A number of you have figured out you can reorganize your finances to now be an option writer for income. And you figured out, my God, I can bring in more income writing options on my assets than I was working for a living. I never thought I could do that. I never thought this was possible. So many of you have home equity that is just going to sit there for decades longer that you could put to work. You've got 401ks that you can borrow against, and you can use that cash for any purpose you want, including paying down of high interest rate debt or revving up your revenue from option writing, which might not only take care of the payment you're making to yourself in your 401k, it's replacing a paycheck in the house. It might free your partner from working full-time or part-time, or it might free you from a part-time job and only have you with a full-time job, or it frees you from a full-time job and you only have a part-time job and you're writing options. Millions of combinations here. This has been a huge change in the world, the Western world, and no economist saw it coming 5 years ago. They didn't see this happening for a decade. They thought 2030 to 35. By 2035, that's when people will be able to work from home full-time, comfortably, and they want to. They want to because they're changing their home life to make it very comfortable to be at home. Whereas it used to be you were ill and you had to be at home for a week and you needed the rest and all that, but you really were itching to get back to the office because that's where all the fun was, and all the baseball pools and football pools and the kibitzing and the whatever it was. It's not that way anymore. It's all online, and it's now done, one-on-one. And how many of you have found, you know what, Bruce, I can grab my phone and I can meet my best friend at the local McDonald's for a cheap coffee, or we can have lunch at a Burger King, or meet up at the Starbucks, or we meet at the Home Depot and hang out there for an hour as we're both shopping for stuff for our house. This is a world I never thought I would get and I would have. It's unbelievable. Welcome everybody to the party. Come on, kids. Alberto, I sold Tesla puts for $14.49 strike at $225, expiring $315. A kaboom, baby. Oh, yeah. A Savage of Wall Street. Anyone interested in AI would be smart to sell a $25 cash secured put on it for July. You could ask $475 right now. Maybe stink at $4.99 on this thing. And worst case scenario, you buy AI at $20. What is wrong with this trade? I don't understand what's wrong. I love that. Susan, just about done with SoFi. I have 5,500 shares, joint account, 7,000 shares in 2 Roth IRAs. You're going to be running a lot of options. Alberto sold last week, though. Lavela, forget the share. Alberto, forget it. I did share my Tesla sales. I'm losing my mind. Way to go, Alberto. You're joining the rest of us. We're all losing our minds. We're down 112 on the Dow. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 110 on NASDAQ. Less than a quarter of a point for the Dow, third of a point for S&P, and 2/3 of a point for NASDAQ. Not much going on. Oil is up 9 cents a barrel. Welcome to the party. Rocket Lab down just 9 cents. AI down 78. GameStop is up 10. We've got SoFi at 831 down 20. Uber down 38 cents. Spire down 89. The Dow down 110. Welcome all to the program and to the new world that you are all part of. Spiders down 167. The Qs are down 370. Apple up 77 cents. Enphase down $2. AMD down $3. Adobe down $4. Netflix down $6. Nvidia down $16.50 at $677.95. We got volatility there to be expected. Tesla up 428 at 198. Matterport down 34 cents at 220. SmartRent down 7. Owens Corning down 94 cents, or up 94. Pardon me. It's actually up 94. Unity down 88. Google down 20. Moderna up 91. Cisco down 25 cents. Pfizer's up a couple of pennies. IBM is down 134, HPQ down 10 cents, Microsoft down $5 at $397.73. Those of you who have iron condors on Amazon and other stocks are breathing a sigh of relief. We're away from those call contracts. I rolled up, like Bruce said, and now we are here on the stock. My options are worthless. I love it. I love shrinkage, Uncle Bruce. Boy, does it make me a lot of money. And these rollovers, man, at first I was afraid of doing rollovers. I thought, oh, geez, rollovers, that means I'm wrong. That means I'm going to lose money. No, it means you're going to make more. It's unbelievable how they can pay off wonderfully. Thank you, everybody. JR, I've been a member for 18 months. 18 months. Happy anniversary, year and a half. Right on, buddy. Thank you so much for being a follower of this channel. It's been great. We're having all kinds of fun here. Folks are making all kinds of dough. And we're going to have a meet and greet coming up. As soon as I know the dates, I'll put it out there and we'll get together. Neat, says JR. Exactly. JR knows exactly what to do. Thank you all for being here. Giddy up, kids. Going to have ourselves a party here. Love this. Okay, the Dow down just 100 points. It's a nothing burger. Is it a meltdown? No, not really. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. So glad you are with us today. Part of this channel. We have right now on the thumbs up meter. We'll check that out right now. We are sitting at 156 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for coming through. 156 thumbs ups. Absolutely beautiful. Do you guys, by the way, I'm just curious. I don't know if any of you do this or not. Maybe you can help me out here. Are any of you out there getting, when you come into my show here, you watch my, my program, you get these ads thrown at you, like we all do. We all get YouTube ads if you're not a premium member. And so you get an ad thrown at you. Are any of you curious as to when you get an ad that's something like here's a free course, a free investor course available for you, or, stock tips or option trading tips or whatever. Do any of you ever price that stuff out and figure out what they're asking for their services? I'd love to know if any of you do any of that. Do you check into that? I'm kind of curious. Have you heard, by the way, like, have you guys, talked to someone else that has purchased a stock picking program, or how to do this, be a better investor? How much do people pay other influencers out there, whether they're YouTubers or they're just non-YouTubers? They're just promoting some kind of course, or they have an actor promoting an investing course that will help you become wealthy. I'd be curious if any of you know, how much do other people charge for this kind of stuff? Are they outrageous prices? Are these a monthly thing? Are these like a 1-year commitment? Are these a package price and then you get a subscription with it? Or is it just a subscription deal? Or any of you know? I'd love to find out. If anybody can, I'd be fine. Rollo, at first I was afraid. I was petrified. Bobby, at first I was scared. I was petrified. I didn't know how to roll without you by my side. Yes. I just didn't know. I didn't know what happened at the beginning. Mandu, I'm up 30% on my roll up. Sold calls from $27.50 to $30 on AI just from last week's stock rise. I just witnessed the power of a roll up. There you go, right there. Boom, boom, boom. AI $25.94. Those 30s are way out of the money. Those 27.50s would have been out of the money, but the 30s are even worse off, and you're laughing now. Yes, you are. Exactly. The power of rolling up. It sometimes it takes a couple, sometimes it takes a little longer, but when it hits, oh my God, does it hit. Savage, Uncle Bruce, I sold some Unity. Jan 25, $35 covered calls in December. I asked for $11, and although I went underwater for a bit, now those covered calls are almost $6. Patience is key. There you go, up $5 a contract since December. Shrinkage, that's all it took. Unity today is sitting at $31.12, down 90 cents right there. These are $35 covered calls. They're out of the money, $4, almost $4 out of the money, and they're running out of time. January 25s. They were in December 13-month calls. They're now 10-month calls. Hello. Yeah, they're also running out of time. That's the other advantage to this thing. Isn't that interesting how that works? Yes. Well, welcome to the option writing party that we love to have here. Whether you're a cash secured put writer, covered call writer, deep in the money covered call writer for permanent covered calls, writing positions, cash secured puts, credit spreads, iron condors. There's ways to take dough off of gamblers. Somebody gave Savage here $11 a freaking contract. I mean, look at that trade again. $35 covered call. The stock was probably 35 at the time, or in the neighborhood, and he got 11 for it. I mean, somebody paid $1,100 a contract. What? They needed the stock to go to $46 to justify the $11 price. $46. It's 31 right now. They're 15 behind, and they're getting slaughtered. And Savage of Wall Street, you know what he's doing. He's calculating the amount of money he's making on this trade, and he's figuring out when he's going to close this thing out. And he's going, it would be lovely to take my family on a vacation to Colorado or to Utah or to New Mexico and stay at the Ritz-Carlton with the kids. Wouldn't it be nice if the option gamblers give me that kind of money? Yeah, that's what's being handed to him on a silver plate because he took the classes. Start with number 1. There you go, everybody. Patience is key. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, you are the cheapest, and you're actually explaining things so us simpletons can understand. I also sold some Unity 35s, says Savage, for March 15th at over $4 last week. Today they're $1.53, and I'm not buying them back. I give them nothing. They get thin air from me. I take everything. There you go. This contract is going to zero in less than a month. It's the 21st of February, kids. This is a March 15 contract. Last week, it was a $4 contract. That meant a $39 break even for that option buyer. Idiot who bought that. Well done. Sold more than one. I'm Jr. Alberto. Did you just call Uncle Bruce cheap? Yeah, like I said, I'm curious. I see ads all the time coming at me from all kinds of stock market guru type advertisers that talk about the new way or the best way to make money in this market, the kind of intelligence that we have you could use to make money with. You can take a free seminar with us, and then they hit you up with the spiel. I'm just curious, does anyone know what some of these guys are charging for this kind of service? What is it, $100 a month for a 1-year commitment? Is it a 24-month, $200 a month thing? I don't know. I'd be curious. These guys want $1,000 out of you when it's all said and done. Are they trying to sell you a $2,500 package? Is it a $5,000 course and subscription and thing? Do you have to take a class every week through some kind of a link of some kind? I don't know. I'm curious. Around here, you join me when you can. You can watch the show live or on rerun, twice the speed if you want to make it less painful. You can watch my Gold Bagel. You become a Gold Bagel member. You can watch my reruns on anything I've done for pre-market, primetime live. And then there's the classes whenever you want. And then there's the one-on-ones anytime you want, at your pace, at your budget, in your way, and earn while you learn. I try to make it as easy as I can from this angle. I think it's working for a bunch of you out there. I'm just curious. Spire's on SSR, apparently. Spire 11.14 down 10% today. I'm really just JR. The Jim, at least Uncle Bruce doesn't call us turds. Oh, no, I would never call you guys turds because you guys aren't turds. Are you mega turds? No, I wouldn't do that either. You call yourselves what you want. I call you the greatest YouTubers, the greatest family of YouTubers on YouTube, period. End of story. Thank you all for being here to hang out. We're down 91 on the Dow. Nothing bad, really. It's just 91 points. We're down 10 on S&P. We're actually improving. The Nasdaq's only down 78. We're actually coming on right now. The markets are rising. Look at the Uber. We're up 64 cents now on Uber. 77.24. We're coming back. SoFi 8.26. GameStop down a nickel. Rocket Lab 4.71. AI down a buck. These stocks could do a turn, no question. Spider's down 115. Qs are down 285. That's improving a little bit. Apple still up 92. Adobe is now unchanged. Adobe got down to what was the low on Adobe? 536. We're now 542 range. So we had an unchanged market on Adobe. Tesla's up 461. Owens Corning up $2. Google's up 34 cents. I see some green here. Amazon up 248. All morning it's been up. They're going into the Dow. AMC unchanged. So there's some green showing up here and there that we're looking at. So, maybe more will come. We'll see what happens. Down 90 on the Dow. Okay, Uber up 82 now. Almost up $1 here. Savage of Wall Street, Uncle Bruce. Right now, I'm in the weeds. I'm lurking on some Unity $30 cash secured puts, and I have set the trap for $3 for April the 19th. I'm okay owning more Unity for $27. I'm just such a nice guy, Mister, personality, congeniality, maybe Mr. Congeniality. Alberto, I paid $5,000 for a weekend course. I left so confused. Uncle Bruce, less than $2,000, and I recouped all my losses, which were hefty losses, in less than 2 years. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. Welcome to the party, my friend. I'm really just JR. Credit the gamblers who have no idea who and what they are dealing with. Exactly. They're dealing with you. They're in big trouble. They're in huge trouble. Anyone buying option contracts out there, and you're the seller of these contracts, you've obviously figured out through my classes and hanging out with this group of regulars, you figured out getting this kind of money for that option. Oh, this is easy money. You already know. Folding your arms. I'm folding my arms into successful trading. I love this. I'm going to make money on this trade. No question about it. These people are paying me way too much money for these contracts. And I say, thank you very much. Keep doing it. Keep being so stupid. It's incredible. And more are coming. And this is why it is so important for you to gain your knowledge now of how options work across the board. Even if you just want to be an option writer on stock you have, you just want to be a cash secured put writer, you really need to grasp the concept of all the other option activity that's going out there, just so you have a better handle on the mentality of your opponent. The psychological game is unbelievable. Option buyers are nervous wrecks. They become absolutely panicked, nervous wrecks. They watch their investment just drop to nothing. They can lose everything. You buy a call option for $8, $11 on Unity from Credit Savage, you could lose all $11. Credit Savage is sitting there going, I'll take the $11 off you. I'll give you an opportunity to buy stock from me if you want. You want to buy my stock for $35 a share? 33 a share? 30, yeah, sure. No problem. I'll take your 1,100 times what, 10 of those? I'll take 11 grand off you. No problem at all. He might give back 3 grand of that 11 grand, 5, nothing. It's up to him to decide. The option trader in the meantime can trade the option to anyone else they wish because it's an open market and they can get in and out many times as they want. But at the end of the day, those who are long call options and long put options are the biggest gamblers on Wall Street. It's your job to take their money and put the win rate of 80 to 90% in your column. That's where you want it. Simple. There's nothing to it. It's just, yep. Savage just put it out there. 2 AI 2250 cash secured puts for January 2026. Give me $8. I'm a kind guy. I'll give you my $4,500 right now. All I ask is for $1,600 from you. Credit Mother Teresa, they call me. I'm a really nice guy. Wow. Cash secured put on AI 2250s. My goodness. Isn't this fun? This is a good time. Well done, my friend. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, we're at $26 a share right now on the open market, and he's writing. He's offering to write 2 cash secured puts for $8. That's not bad. JJ Sofi 821 Parker. I have an order set for Rocket Lab cash secured puts for March 22nd for 15 cents. I'd love to buy Rocket Lab at 385. Parker, it just hit. Boom! I just got taken out. There you go. Rocket Lab. Oh my gosh. Very interesting. 468 on the stock. What are the odds that he's going to get that stuff at $4? I doubt it, but he's going to keep the money. Well done. Take the dough. What the heck? Oh my. AI 2605 writing these AI contracts, 2250s. Here's that trade right here, and taking in $8 a contract. Holy moly, macaroni! Yeah, $8 off the 2250. So he would have to pay $14.50 for the stock. Wow. Yeah, anytime. Sure. Jan 2026, give me the money. Yeah, there you go. Stock goes to $30 a share, $32 a share. Those are down to $4 each. He'll make 50% easy on that. Savage of Wall Street. Now, they don't have to take it, Uncle Bruce. No one is being forced. I am just a kind guy. This homeless dude taught me, and said I should be a you know what? When selling covered calls and cash reports, I just learned really well. I really should be one of those kinds of people. Nasty assassins everywhere on this channel. There are assassins. Oh my gosh. You having fun out there, kids? Is anyone having fun? Alberto Parker, nice. Way to go, buddy. Taking some quick cash. Easy money. There you go. 61-point drop on the Dow. We're coming back up. We're recovering a little. Uber's still up 50 cents. SoFi still 821. Spire's at 1082, down 146. GameStop's only down 4 cents. Rocket Lab down 14. AI down 93. We got Apple up $1 here. What else is moving? Adobe's only down 30 cents. Tesla's up $4. Owens Corning up 178. Google's up 42. Moderna up 36. Pfizer down 13 cents here. HBQ down 7. Don't have big losses. We have some gains here. Amazon is up $2. Home Depot up 97 cents. Coming on. Goldman only down 45 cents. Boeing only down 41. Target down 36. JP Morgan down 54. Costco's up 72. We have some green showing and some slight losses here. American Airlines down a penny. AMC is actually up. DraftKings is up 19. Royal Caribbean's down 35 cents. So we're trying to see a little bit of a recovery. Down 55 on the Dow, and I think someone has just entered the building. Oh my God! Look out! Here she comes.
Here I come.
Auntie Jen is in the house.
So,
Big day today. Auntie Jen goes to see her surgeon today for the post-operative inspection.
Follow-up, yes.
Follow-up, getting an x-ray and getting a peek, and hopefully being told you can go into the pool.
Being told that all of the precautions are off so that you can
Yeah.
bend your leg more than 90 degrees.
That's
100
right.
degrees.
That's right. Savage of Wall Street. Take everything from them and give them nothing. There you go. JR, Auntie Jen is in the house. Where's the lamp? Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Parker, that's a 3.75% return to lock up $400 for a month. That doesn't seem too bad. Mandu, good morning, Auntie
Morning,
Jen.
Mandu.
Good morning all to all of you. Nice to have you here.
There you go.
No one has mentioned it.
What?
Not one of them has mentioned now for the last 2 days.
Oh,
Something's been happening on this channel right in front of their eyes, and no one has said a word. They don't even mention it.
Okay.
There's something different about the picture that they're looking at. There's something completely different,
I know
and no
what
one
it is.
has said so don't give them.
I know.
Don't even.
No, I had to think.
Yeah, but now you know.
I had to think.
No one. No lamp, says Manu. Splair, time for a coffee and wishing a lot of success there, Auntie Jen. Larry,
Thank you,
good morning,
Splair.
Auntie Jen. Parker,
Morning,
good morning,
Larry.
Auntie Jen. So
Good morning,
everyone's saying that.
Parker.
But no one has mentioned the obvious. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Juan.
Good morning,
AJ
Juan.
is in the house, baby. That's right.
Is it the fact that you're getting a little rough and you could use a haircut?
Nope, that's
Oh.
not it.
That was going to be my go-to.
It started yesterday.
Did it?
So I mean, the
Yesterday was
hair's been
well,
growing out the whole
yes.
time. So it's not the hair.
It started yesterday.
They don't even notice it. No one has
You
said
don't
a
even
word.
notice. They're
Yeah.
so used.
Yeah, hang on one second.
To the beautiful-
Talk to Auntie Jen. I'll be right back.
They're so used to the beautiful. What the hell?
Yeah, they don't even know.
Oh, okay.
They haven't noticed. They
If only you could see what's going on just behind me. Oh, they're getting a little glimpse of you. Just ever so slightly. You got to come over behind me more.
Just hang on.
Oh,
There we go.
okay, here we go.
There we go.
Okay, here
We'll
we
just have a
go.
seat
Here we go. Have a seat.
There we go.
Oh,
There.
was it a little hot?
I was a little warm there.
Oh,
I had to
warm.
kind of
Take the sweatshirt off.
cool off a little
Okay.
bit there, but and no one has noticed.
No one's noticed.
No one has said a word.
That's weird.
You'd think they were. Is it the chair? The chair doesn't squeak.
Yeah, thank goodness. the chair
Black
doesn't squeak.
shirt. Uncle Bruce has an open door policy. Auntie Jen, how you doing from Alberto?
Hey, Alberto.
The
how
Jimmer,
you
is it a PG
doing?
show? JJ, new webcam, Uncle Bruce. I mean,
No,
what is
no.
it? What's different? In the last 2 days, and no one noticed. No one said a word. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, Auntie Jen. I hope you're well. You made my morning even better. I'm having such a great time these last few days.
I'm so glad.
It's not a new chair. I can tell you that right now. It is
Give
not a new chair.
Nothing back.
Give nothing. Nothing. Take everything. Give nothing.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
We could put that on a T-shirt, but a lot of other people, association, and countries would use it.
If
Give
I-
nothing back.
You know what? If I put on "Give Nothing Back," no one would notice it
Well, no one would notice it. No. You know why?
because they don't notice anything now.
No, because they're too busy making money.
They're too busy making money. There you
They're
go.
too busy keeping it all.
Here we go. They're teasing me now. Those are new glasses. According to Auntie Jen's hand, the black shirt would be it. Is it new? Is it a new?
Except, yeah, see how you have to kind of get closer. It's actually purple, people.
Oh, this shirt. Yeah. Well, this is a pink,
He's part of the purple people eaters.
brand
Okay,
new pink.
who knows what that reference is?
We know what this is all
Who
about.
were the purple people?
Who were the
eaters?
purple people? There you go. Yeah, I have a couple of new tops, a couple of new sweatshirts, and this
Yeah.
new T-shirt.
Lean forward again.
Yeah,
Come over towards me and lean forward. Lean forward. Come to me. Come to me. You didn't need that. I don't know what that was.
I don't know
On
what
the
it
back
is.
of you.
Yeah, I picked up a new T-shirt, got a couple of new sweatshirts.
I know. I made them.
Because my blue sweatshirt is
Elbows.
getting kind of bad.
Elbows.
Yeah, I'm going to be wearing it around the house now as a schlep outfit. But yeah, it must be the haircut. Vikings. He polished his head, right? He polished his head. The new Stink Bitch shirt has no Uncle B on it. What gives?
I know, right?
Lame duck.
No, you be
Minnesota Vikings. Dean, one-eyed, one-armed, flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-armed, flying purple
Spur. So this purple one is new. I've seen the Stink Bitch shirt yesterday in the store already. There's a discount on Redbubble right now.
Oh, there you
Your opportunity. Stephen, go Vikings. The lampshade is straight. What's up with that? What lamp? What lampshade are you talking about? New glasses. That's what it is. I know you got new glasses. You're not fooling us, Bruce. You think you?
No, you know
we should get something else.
Is that what's called Grecian formula?
Oh yeah, that's.
And then it'll be such a slow, daily, subtle change that all of a sudden they'll look. And it'll be dark hair.
And one day he has brown hair, all brown hair.
All brown again.
Oh,
where did that come from?
Yeah,
how did that happen?
Oh, whatever's left of it. Oh my gosh. It doesn't take me long to comb this stuff, believe me. Doesn't take long. Hector, M is here. Nice to see you, says M.
Nice to see
you. Hello. Splair. So what is now the solution? Lorraine, are you wearing makeup? Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Savage of Wall Street. Only thing that can make this morning better is if some dummy buys my 2 AI January 2026 cash secured puts for $8. That's the only thing.
Go.
JR, I know what
they're out there. They're out there just waiting. They're right now. They're sitting there going,
those are good looking cash secured. Those are good puts.
I just have a good feeling.
I should buy those puts for $1,600. I know what it is. He gave up his homeless status. Bobby's got diamonds in your grill. Shades. Oh my goodness.
It's diamonds in your grill.
Diamonds in my grill.
Do they still do that?
I don't know.
None of the people we hang with do that, so we're kind of we're out of that circle.
We're not in that world.
That's weird, right?
That's weird. Weird that we don't hang with those kinds of folks. You think we'd hang with those kinds of people? We don't.
We don't.
No. Sofi, 819 is the low, 825 last trade.
So kind of a mixed market this morning.
Yep. NVIDIA down 1098, but we were down to 676. We're back to 683.
Have they come out with the numbers?
Tonight. Yep. Tonight after the bell. The Dow's down 51, which is an improvement. We were down over 100. SP only down 6 points. And NASDAQ down 64. This market is going to be green.
I can't imagine they're going to come out with bad numbers. It's just, will they make the market hype?
Will they be good enough? Will they be good enough?
It's not like the whole world needs chips.
It could be tremendously good numbers, and the stock will go back to 740 where it was last week. It could be all that.
But we might know people that wouldn't be upset with that.
Yeah. JR, wait, Rugman disappeared from your cup. That's at home. It's in Calgary.
Oh, yeah, the Rugman.
It's the lamp, says to Jim. Lame Duck, Alan Page, Jim Marshall, Carl Eller. Purple. We're talking purple people.
The purple people eaters.
After my extra nap, I need a coffee first. That's how much with the horrible opening. JJ, eyebrow threading. Eyebrow threading. That's what we need right there.
Yes,
that's what it is. You eyebrow threaded.
Oh.
It's in front of you the whole time. You never notice.
Do you have eyebrows left? Are they just about completely gone?
There ain't much there.
Except for the odd stray one that's going for gold. I'll
go to the barber, and the barber saying, "Do you want me to trim your eyebrows?"
Is that what those are? Those are eyebrows. Right?
I don't have any eyebrow. What are you talking about? Virtually gone. Oh yeah. Never mind.
But more importantly, who's watching the Scotties?
Who's watching the Scotties curling tournament? The women's curling championships are on right now.
What time?
And Auntie Jen is watching at 7:19 right now.
Okay, so in 11 minutes, the first curling of the day goes
at 8:00 Calgary time in the morning.
8:30.
They got to play. They got to curl at 8:30 in the morning up there.
Yeah, honey. You know what?
I hate to remind you. Golfers tee off at 8 in the morning.
But I used to start work at 7 in the morning.
I get up at 3:30 in the middle of the night.
You used to start work really early.
Honeybee.
Because they got to get 3 in.
Honeybee is a new member. We have a new member.
Honeybee.
Gold Bagel member. brand new gold bacon
welcome,
honeybee. How you
honeybee.
doing? Welcome to the channel. Andy Jen welcomes you with open arms. Fabulous. Beach Boy,
Little
hi,
honeybee.
Auntie Jen. Spy stuff, yay.
Hey, Beach Boy.
I'm really just JR. Honeybee, a Splair, Fancy Barber, Alberto, welcome Honeybee. Zed, welcome Honeybee. Beach Boy, pictures on the wall. That's what's new. Dean, welcome HB. There you go. Welcome
That's
HB.
right, honeybee.
Honeybee, hello Bagel Familia. Welcome, welcome. White Feather, welcome Honeybee. Everyone welcomes the new members. Become a new member today because Honeybee can now join us tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Prime time live
right.
with Uncle
Today's
Bruce. Today's Wednesday.
You should just ask Uncle Bruce.
Just ask Uncle Bruce. GameStop just went green, by the way. Up 2 cents on GameStop. Watching for that. Zed, Honeybee is prime time show tonight. Don't forget.
That's right. Got to tell Beach Boy I was thinking of him because they were talking the other day on the radio about curling food. What kind of food do you get? That's right. And one of the recurring things is pie. And what kind of pie? Lemon pie.
Curling tournaments across Canada, the pie of choice at curling rinks.
Lemon pie. But otherwise, boy, do you get you get a wide variety of foods. You've got, everything from your hot dogs to your pierogies and cabbage rolls.
Cabbage rolls. Especially in the Ukrainian part of the provinces, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta. Oh, the Ukrainians over there. All that Ukrainian food.
If you're in town, you have a curling rink.
Polish sausage, farmer sausage.
Oh, my
God. Yeah. Do they know how to eat? Oh, yeah.
I love pierogies.
Ooh, pierogies. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Giddy up, everybody.
Give me a pierogi. Give me a blintz. Give me a knish.
Oh, yes. Yes. Who else is here? Parker says hi. Melvin says hi. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, tell us tonight.
That's right.
I don't know what
well, they're just you're gonna tell them everything.
Oh, the story about how we thought of Beach Boy this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. Lemon pie.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go do my exercise.
Yes, exercises need to be done because someone is.
If I don't do them, I like doing them in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you do occasional things during the day, but I'm more a get out of bed and do them.
See.
Yeah.
She worked hard yesterday at physio.
Oh.
She worked hard.
That's the problem with healing.
Yeah. This thing about this healing thing.
You sweat, and they make you sweat and work.
They make you work.
And then you see the people coming in. You see it's a constant flow of people. You see people who are like a month ahead of you. But then now I see people who are a month behind me. And I'm like, oh, they're just going to be so nice to you today.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything compared to what we got to do now.
Just give you a little bit of a stretch, rub your leg.
We have to get up and walk around the room. I mean, you can just sit there.
We have to do squats. The
Squats.
bane of human existence.
Squats. Oh, no. And then later today, Jen will be told, you're good to go. And guess what? Her physical therapist will get the note and is waiting for her to come back.
All precautions are off.
Come on in here, because now the doctor said you can do all these other exercises. We got plans for you.
But mostly I can get in the pool.
Yes.
Just to get in the pool and do the exercises in the pool and give my knees a break.
That's right, JR. Lemon meringue, now you're talking. Honeybee, thank you for the warm welcome, everybody. Welcome to the party.
We have a great community.
Yes, we do. Splair, come with me to Poland. We come back after a week with 10 kilograms more. Yeah, we'll be 22 pounds heavier when we get back. I have this question. I've asked this question a couple of times. Is that I have 30 GameStop, 15 sold for $2. They expire in April. I could buy them back right now for $1.70 for a small profit, or should I wait? I think this question has been asked, and we've answered it many times as you've asked it.
Every day, new market, new situations.
Well, in theory, the stock's $13.47. You're out of the money $1.50. These contracts are losing value. Fair enough. Could you buy them back and write June or July 15th?
Like 2 months, right?
You could do nothing and wait. Yeah. Do you want to write January 2025 $15 contracts? You could get more money for those. You have many. This is the best part about this whole gig. You don't have to do a dang thing right now.
I guess the question is said, when you say it's a small profit,
Right.
does that mean normal people thinking small or this community thinking small? So it's only 15%.
Well, did he write them for $2?
Or-
Did he write them for $2.50? Did he
Yeah.
write them for $2.25 and $1.70 is just a so-so profit?
You know, if you're making 5% and you're happy with 5%, cash out. Like,
I look at it this
find
way.
where your happiness is.
We're talking April expiry, and this is coming to the end of Feb.
2 months.
So a month from now is March 21. Those will have 3 weeks left to live.
Yeah.
They'll be down to $1 in the next month if the stock is anywhere around here. Now, the shares go to $16 a share. The good news is your shares are up or your deep in the money calls are up. That's good news.
Mhm.
These will be worth $1 book value at $16 a share, and they'll probably be trading at $1.70 a piece. So even if the shares go up $1.50, $2, you won't lose any money because your value of your deep in the money calls will go higher, and these will stay right where they are as they shrink out in time. Shares don't move for the next month. These are 70 cents each,
Right.
give or take, and you'll make $1 on those. And then you can look to buy them back if you want at that point. And now write June, July, August, September, whatever's for a bigger premium and bring in more money.
And that's the other consideration. Do you have something that's really plumb right now that you would like to write?
And I say, whatever it is you're going to write next on these GameStop calls, if they're gonna do this again, you got 30 of them. I don't want to hear that you wrote 30 of them for $1.95 by buying these back for $1.50.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you that you wrote 30 for like $4.50 premium.
Yeah.
And if that means going a little further out or coming down on premium, that's great. I want to see serious dollars come your way times 30 contracts. If you're bringing in 30 times 4.5, that's $13,500. There's some dough here. That's worth waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
If you wrote these for $2 and you're only up 30 cents, okay, you're up, $900 on this trade. But $900, how long have you been waiting to be up $900? And how much can you make on this? They could go to zero, sure. Total gain for you is what, $6,000? Is this worth the amount of time you've put into this trade?
Yeah.
I'd rather you be dealing with a $4, $5 premium scenario that you're making $3 on or $4 on for what, 2 months, 3 months? You want to be paid for your time, what you're worth. Mm-hmm. Too many traders out there get trapped in this. Well, I like a fast trade. I'd like to be into it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The problem is you're only getting pennies. You're wasting and losing dollars because for those 2 weeks you could have gone from $6 to $4. Instead, you went from 60 cents to 40 cents. And you're not writing thousands of contracts. You're writing a couple of dozen. There's not enough in it for you to pay bills. You need serious bill paying money. Time is precious. You don't get it back.
See what's looking good.
Absolutely. Bobby, enjoy those burpees, Auntie Jen. Dude, congratulations on new haircuts, eyebrows, glasses, t-shirt, and not a lamp says, dude, Beach Boy. Auntie Jen, lemon pie, mic drop, watch and learn, Alberto. Flint Creek, beach. Oh, man.
Watch and learn.
Alberto, in your honor, yesterday I bought an apple pie.
Oh, yes, he did.
Because thinking of you, he bought me an apple pie yesterday, sitting in the kitchen. Guess what I'm having for breakfast?
Muesli. He's not having apple pie.
Sometime today I'm going to have apple pie. There's an apple pie in the house because Alberto has made some donations to make that possible.
Well,
Thank you very much.
I'm going to skedaddle.
She's going to skedaddle.
Nice talking to you, everybody.
You know why she's going
to?
You know why she's skedaddling? Because she can. She can skedaddle now. She's had some operations on her hips that allow her to skedaddle.
See, and there's, your goals are so slim. I just want to take grown-up length steps.
Without pain.
Without pain.
Without excruciating pain.
And working on that, sitting down and getting up without using your hands.
There are museums in London we still haven't seen. We've been to London numerous times.
I know it's hard to believe, but there are lots more.
There's a lot more museums we'd like to see.
There are ships to walk on.
There are ships to walk on. There are cruises to take. And then there's the rest of Europe waiting for us. So we need to get her fixed up so we can go.
So I can drag your sorry ass through more museums.
There you go. More museums for Uncle Bruce. There you go. Okay, I'm going to bring this down.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Auntie Jen.
Have a good Wednesday.
Yay! Giddy up, everybody. Rock and roll. Thank you, Auntie Jen. And thank you all for being here. Beach Boy, Cashmere, Richard, bye, Bobby, a bagel, and JR, Auntie Jen, and Auntie Jen cruise. Ooh, that would be kind of fun. There you go. Yes, Auntie Jen has been pining for a cruise around the around England, around the UK. She would love to be up in the Scotland area and Ireland, absolutely. So, couldn't do one last year, couldn't do one the year before. Paying, not a chance, but maybe later this year, August, September, maybe we might be able to do a cruise, and that would be great. We have a few people to visit over there that we are looking forward to getting together with. We'll see what happens. JR, the sun is coming out here in soggy Southern California this morning. Nice. Yes, we were cloudy all day yesterday, gray and overcast, but we didn't get any rain. It was just over, at least here we didn't get any rain, but there was rain around us. But I think we're sunny today. We're breaking out of it again down here in the deep south of California. Thank you all for your support of this channel. The thumbs up meter is now showing 172 thumbs ups. We are coming in to the 200 level little bit by little bit. Thank you all so very much. Indeed. Honeybee, I will get you a Discord link as soon as I get off the air. Thank you for joining, and we'll get you looked after. You can become part of the gang over there. Absolutely fantastic. And thank you all who have signed up for some classes lately. If you have any issues with your link numbers or your links to the classes, let me know. Send me a private email. The links are down below for that. Also on my website. And just send me an email and we'll get you looked after. And we'll get you set up. It's all good. Giddy up, everybody. Savage of Wall Street, I write covered calls or cash secured puts, and I take a big chunk right off the bat. Even if I go 2 months or 3 months out, I take in $5 of premium, and I beg to be taken out. My mentor said, first write should make you feel like a winner. And there it is right there. When you write contracts, I want you writing contracts where the amount of money being handed to you is ridiculous. It's stupid. Now, even if you're writing at the money, but you're writing an at the money 3-month out contract for a big premium and it's all time, yeah. Even if you write an in the money contract, you write an in the money 2-month, 3-month contract, dollar in the money with $4 time depreciation, good move, a very good move. Take the big bucks from these gamblers times how many contracts? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. You can write 50 contracts at $5 a contract. You just brought in 25 grand into your account. It belongs there. Park it there for a while. Even if you give 15 back, you've got 25 in there and you're only giving back 15,000. This is nice. Making 10 grand in 2 months. Thank you very much. Alberto, apple pie, beachy, boom! There you go. He bought an apple pie. Savage Wall Street, by the way, Uncle Bruce's wife just said we have a whole week open in April. So challenges accepted. I've been tasked with finding something to do then. Perhaps Colorado, Southern California, New York, all on the gambler's money. Absolutely. There you go, Savage of Wall Street. There you go. Letting the vacay be purchased by the gamblers. You cannot take a wonderful vacation to Hawaii or Colorado, to New York, to California, wherever you want to go, if you're writing contracts for $1.20 premium and you're buying them back at 60 cents. Unless you're writing 1,000 of them, there's no money in it. You need to make money. And so if you're writing 10 contracts at $6 each, that's $6,000. Give 2,000 back and keep 4. Now you're talking. Do that a few times, and you too can pick a holiday that you might want to take in, whether it's an all-inclusive to Mexico, a cruise somewhere, rent an RV somewhere, whatever. You got to have the dough, baby. It's money, not percentage of profits on pennies. You need percentage profits on dollars. Dude, okay, I'm doing just well rolling today. I brought in $560. I'm a small fish, but I'll take a big bite here. Beach Boy, Savage, April, where in Cyprus are you in? We're in Cyprus. You coming over to Cyprus? We'll be there. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Fun times at the OK Corral. Thank you all. Savage of Wall Street. Yes, Uncle Bruce. In December, I wrote 5 Unity, 32 and a half covered calls for January 2025. The stock was at $36, but I knew it was not sustainable, so I asked for a $14.50 a contract, and some dummies took the bait. I'm green on these. There you go. The stock's at what, 31 now? Giddy up. Nicely done. Beach Boy. Thank you, gamblers, by the way. We're going to Cyprus. All first class vacay. Nice. Way to go, Beach Boy, and everyone else out there. Say goodbye to your credit card bills. Say goodbye to your car payments. Say goodbye to any obligations you have. And say hello to being able to enjoy life. How many times you go around? One time. And it's time to make it pay. Savage of Wall Street, Beach Boy. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm crazy. I'll be crazy. There you go. Thank you all for being part of this channel, being part of this YouTuber's existence. We love you. We're so proud of you guys. Excited for your future returns. There's some real money in them there, Hills, and I invite you to take advantage of it. Sometimes you have to be a little patient. Sometimes you have to be a little daring. Sometimes you have to do a rollover, and you will do a rollover. Take the classes, start at number 1, figure out how this is done, and become an absolute savage yourself. Become a sniper and get richer and enjoy some of the finer things in life, because for whatever reason, people will take money from you and give you services. They won't just be happy enough with just your smile. They also want cash. Well, if you got a whole bunch of cash from gamblers, it's easy to spread it around in other ways and enjoy a quality of life that you might not have had before. Thank you all for being here. It is wonderful to be with you every day, and I'll see you tonight, Primetime Live, 7 o'clock. You Gold Bagel members, come on up tonight. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, you know what you have to do. You join this channel immediately as a Gold Bagel member, and come on up and pop in and say hi tonight. Could be a lot of fun. We'll try to give you some good suggestions on to make even more money. The Savage of Wall Street. Don't be surprised if in April you're at the Four Seasons and you hear 3 loud-ass kids in the lobby and a Spanish lady yelling at them to not break anything. That would be my wife laughing out loud. Splayer, have a relaxed day, everybody. Cheers to all of you. Neat, neat, neat. Indeed, Richard Garland. Neat, 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 neat. 3 loud-ass kids. That's what they are. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. We'll keep an eye on the NVIDIA story later today. It's at $6.80 a share right now, down $14.20. We'll watch NVIDIA later, and we'll keep an eye on the market in the meantime and see if this market actually has an update today. It might turn around and be green when it's all said and done today, because it's not falling anymore. It's run out of negative vibes. I think this market wants to go higher. Stephen Butler, Melvin, Beach Boy, gotta renew the car insurance. It's way up. Spoke to the agent, then I remembered option writing, and I smiled. Dude, cheers all. Happy trading. NVIDIA in the morning. Get ready to roll those contracts. Wait for the perfect window. We'll be all over that. Savage of Wall Street, have a good day, my friends. Let's keep talking everything. Don't forget tonight, we'll talk about NVIDIA at 7 o'clock tonight on the Primetime Live show for Gold Bagel members. So catch up with us tonight if you can. JR, there you go, everybody. Have a great day out there. Make a ton of money. Honeybee, first time for Honeybee. There you go. The knee emojis are coming out. Honeybee knows exactly what to do here. Thank you, everyone, for your support, and we'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, Primetime Live with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Have a great rest of your day, all, and make nothing but money. Dude, there you go. See you later, everybody.